Welcome back. The Sri Lankan Army is all set to launch its final operation against the LTTE. Tamil Tiger Chief Prabhakaran is believed to be holed up in the forests of Mullaithivu in the no-fire zone, along with thousands of Tamil civilians believed to be held hostage by the LTTE. The civil war in Sri Lanka is nearing its end, with the Lankan Army having made a huge strategic advance in the Tamil Tiger stronghold. However, a massive humanitarian crisis looms in the region, with thousands of civilians in urgent need of food and medicine as the war rages on. And Times Now senior editor Srinjoy Chaudhary, who is in Lanka reporting from the front lines, spoke exclusively to Sri Lanka's Foreign Secretary Palita Kohona, who said the army's final assault is only days away.
Dr. Kohona, the Indian National Security Advisor and Foreign Secretary were here recently. What were the talks with President Rajapaksa like?
They were very warm and cordial talks. As you know, we keep in touch with each other on a regular basis, and the Foreign Secretary and the National Security Advisor came to Colombo on Friday. I must say that the relationship between the country is reflected by the nature of these talks. The relationship is at an all-time high.
The humanitarian issue in Sri Lanka, particularly in the north, was discussed at some depth.
The situation in the north is a major challenge to Sri Lanka. As you know, as a result of our humanitarian initiative undertaken by the security forces, over 107,000 civilians have escaped from the LTT enclave. They have escaped from being hostages. Now there is a challenge of housing them, feeding them, looking after their health needs, and also dealing with them in a social sense. I'm sure that we can deal with the humanitarian situation in the north equally well. We are also grateful to India for the 40,000 family packs that have been sent.
You spoke of the enclave, which is about 8 square kilometers. When is the next military operation? When is that operation likely to begin?
I'm sure the military will work that out in their own way. I shouldn't talk about it on public television, but the government is confident that very shortly the military will enter this enclave and rescue the remaining civilians who are being held as a human shield and hostages by the LTTE. We also hope that in the process we'll be able to capture the leadership of the LTTE.
Which brings us to Prabhakaran. Where is he now, and what do you expect will happen in the future?
We believe that he's still in the enclave, the 8 square kilometer enclave. It must be remembered that Prabhakaran has a lot to answer for. His criminal record runs back a long way.
Would you try him here, or would you hand him over to India?
I think we will need to deal with that question when it actually arises. But as I said before, both countries, I'm sure, would like to bring him to justice.
It's not just the war. It's a huge humanitarian crisis the Sri Lankan government is facing. Over 100,000 Tamils in the northern part of the country need food, clothing, shelter, water, medical facilities. All of this Sri Lanka is struggling to provide. And that is a huge challenge, say Sri Lankan government officials. Srinjoy Chaudhary with Himanshu Verma, Colombo, Times Now.